Hey guys, I'm Steph and welcome back to my beauty stash. Today is a very impromptu video because I had no idea that I was going to be filming this video today. I thought that this was going to be a video that I was going to be filming later in the week. It is another foundation review, and obviously you know which one it is because of the title of this video. Let me explain. It's a funny story. So I just got done filming a haul video, which you will see, probably will see before you see this one. And in that haul video, I was showing this little foundation sampler bag that I received from Ulta when I ordered the Clinique foundation. And I'll leave that video linked up here, so if you haven't checked it out yet. But I was going and showing them, you know, on camera. And then I got to this Morphe one. And I was like, oh, this is the, you know, the other one that they have, like their first foundation. And then I looked at it, and when I opened up the card and saw that it had the hyaluronic acid and the vitamin E, I'm like, wait a minute, this sounds like their new foundation. And so I stopped filming. I quickly looked. I have the Filter Effect Soft Focus Foundation with medium to full coverage. This is a new one from Morphe. It's been on my dining room table all week. So yeah, I could have done this video for you guys sooner. But you know what? I think this is perfect timing because the foundation launches today on the Ulta Beauty website, and it doesn't launch on the Morphe website and in-store at Ulta until later in February. And I'll have all those details listed down here below, as well as in the description box of this video. But we got five shades here to play with. I know for sure I'm going to be using these two shades, and I'm likely going to be dipping into these two as well to use like as a cream bronzer and cream contour, just so we can try it all out. We can see what the shades are going to look like. And then of course, I'm going to give you guys all the details. I'm going to do my best to get 2 days out of this. So today what I want to do is just wear this foundation on its own. I'm not going to add anything to it. And then tomorrow, I'm going to do a full face of makeup where I'm also going to use this foundation. But that way we can see both days, you know, what it's going to look like just by itself. Because some of you, that is how you wear your foundation. You don't add any concealer. You don't add anything else. It's just foundation. And then of course, a lot of you, you wear your foundation with the rest of your makeup. So we're going to try it both ways. Today, I'm probably only going to get about an 8-hour wear. And then tomorrow, definitely a 10, maybe more. But that way we can try this new one from Morphe out. I'm so excited. Let me give you guys some quick details about this new foundation. And then we're going to jump in with this total impromptu 2-day wear foundation review over this new one from Morphe. The new Morphe Filter Effect Soft Focus Foundation provides medium to full coverage. This long-wearing, oil-free, natural finish foundation hydrates skin and blurs imperfections for the ultimate soft focus look. Infused with hyaluronic acid, a skin-smoothing moisture booster, vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant, and glycerin, a hydrator for a healthy-looking glow. This foundation is available in 40 different shades, and it retails for $20 on the Ulta Beauty website. Okay, so I'm going to be starting off with Filter Light 3. And you can see this is how it comes packaged, and they're all labeled in the back. I might use Filter Light 3 today, and then maybe go in with Filter Deep 34, kind of like as a contour. Yeah, so I don't want to, like, obviously I want to get 2 days out of this sample card, so I need to be really careful. And actually what I think I might do is apply with my fingers. I'm going to go in with this one first. This one is Filter Rich 26. And then I'll go over it with the lighter shade just to kind of blend it all together. So this is cool. This is cool that I get to show you guys different shades. Because normally, I mean, I don't do that. I have one shade of foundation and that's it. So let me add some of this here. So I'm going to use this little brush from Smashbox. This is usually what I use for a cream contour. This is a cream cheek brush. I'm just going to kind of start stamping that in here. Don't worry about it looking like really crazy right now. It will all come together once we add in the lighter shade. And I probably will add concealer just to my under eye area so everything just kind of looks cohesive. But don't worry, like if this looks patchy, if this looks blotchy, like when you're doing this, because you can totally do this with concealer, you can totally do this if you buy 2 shades of foundation. And you can start with the darker one and then work your way into the light. But everything will come together in the end, I promise. Okay, so it's blending out nicely with the brush. And I mean, I would think it's providing good coverage, but obviously I can't speak to that right now because this is not my shade. But you can see if you got a shade like this and you're of a skin tone like mine, how it would look as a bronzer. I'm gonna put some, I'm getting some off the card and I'm just gonna put it on the back of my hand here. Now I'm going to go in with the lightest shade, and this one is Fairlight 3, and that is what Fairlight 3 looks like. Now for this, I might use my damp beauty blender, and I'm even going to blend over a little bit of what I've done with the darker shade, but not entirely. See how I'm kind of just leaving it like that? I don't smell anything with this foundation. I don't remember if I read if it was fragrance free or not. I definitely think Fairlight 3 would probably be my shade though. Seems to be going over pretty well. You see how that is just blending really nicely with the darker shade? But this is looking really nice. It feels nice. Feels lightweight. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring back a little bit of the deeper shade. So I'm going to go back in with that same shade. Now I'm going to pick up a little bit more of the light shade and just focus it right in here. This foundation does say that it is buildable, and I can definitely see that. I'm going to pick up a little bit more because I do have like a blemish there on my nose. And that's covering it. All right, so this is what the skin is looking like. I definitely see a medium coverage. I definitely see that it is buildable, and it looks really nice on my skin. I didn't have any primer on. All I had on was of course, my daytime skincare, which does include SPF, and I had on the Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen. I really do love that one, but I think it looks nice. I do want to add a little bit of concealer, and I have the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Away right here. So I'm just going to add that underneath the eye area only. All right, guys, so this is how the skin is going to stay. I'll probably go in with brows and mascara and probably like a lip gloss or something. But as far as adding anything to my face, I'm not going to do that. I'm not even going to powder down my under eye area. I will say that right now, if I was going to be doing a full face of makeup, I would definitely spot conceal in this area before I go in with the contour, the cream contour and all of that. But since we are trying this foundation on its own, I didn't want to do that. I want you guys to see the foundation for what it is in this day one wear test. And then of course tomorrow we'll do the full face. So this is how it's going to stay. I will do another check-in later today. I'm going to be outdoors a lot. It is a super, super nice day. It's like 85 degrees outside. So I am definitely going to be heading outdoors, probably going to be in the jacuzzi for a bit. And we'll see how this lasts. Guys, I do want to point this out because I don't think I mentioned it in the Deets section, or maybe I did, not too sure. But this says that it is long wearing, sweat proof, and transfer proof. Now, I've already done my errands for the day, so I'm not going to be wearing a mask with it today, but tomorrow is another day, is a different story. And if I do end up wearing a mask, you can most definitely be sure that I'm going to show you that mask and what it looks like after wearing it for whatever period of time that I wore it for, to see if there is any transfer from this foundation. But guys, I'm going to be real honest. Even though something says it's transfer proof or waterproof, I don't ever really believe it. You know, if it's something that's going to be on your face for a period of time, there is always gonna be some transfer there. So I don't even, to me that doesn't even matter, because I know if I'm wearing a mask, I can expect for foundation to rub off. So I just want to throw that out there. Don't let it discourage you, or don't be disappointed in your makeup products and how they look, you know, after you take off your mask. It's to be expected, and we're all gonna look that way. So yeah, don't take it too hard. Don't be too hard on your makeup products right now that we have to be wearing masks all the time. So I'll leave you guys here. I'll be back a little bit later. So happy that I have this foundation, and I will talk to you guys in a bit. Hey guys, this is my 5-hour check-in with the new Morphe foundation, and I am outdoors enjoying my jacuzzi. And this is what it looks like. I like it. It looks really nice. It looks really smooth. And for not powdering it down, it looks pretty decent. It looks smooth. That's what I like. And I'm not shiny. And despite being splashed in the face with some water, it's still hanging on. It still looks great. I'm going to try and give this 10 hours today, but if I can't, then for sure at least 8 or 9. I think everything looks really, really nice. I'm going to be anxious to see what this looks like when I head indoors, but right now, 5 hours in, I am really enjoying it. Hey guys, this is the 9-hour mark for day one of me trying out this new Morphe faux filter effect foundation. Ugh, something like that. Something with filter in it. But this is how my skin is looking after 9 hours of wear with no powder, no touch-ups, no primer, no anything. Just the pure foundation and a little bit of concealer under my eyes. This new mascara from Maybelline. We'll talk about that later. And that's about it. Some eyebrows on. And keep in mind, guys, that I was outdoors for a good 3 hours. I was in and out of the jacuzzi the entire time. It was a gorgeous day here in South Texas. Now this foundation does say that it is transfer proof and it is sweat proof. I don't think I really sweat a lot today, maybe just like slight perspiration, but it didn't come off. And so like I had when the jets were on, like some of the water would splash up and hit me like around here, but I don't feel like it came off at all. But I will say, guys, for no touch-ups, for being outdoors and just living life for these last 9 hours, I think it's held up really, really well. Like, I'm really impressed. It looks smooth on my forehead. It looks smooth all through here. It's definitely a medium coverage, and I don't think you're going to get this to full coverage. You'll need to spot conceal to get it to full coverage, but I like how lightweight it is. And I think it's because of that it didn't settle into any of my fine lines. Like right here, it didn't settle. And usually they all settle here. And it's not even like breaking up that bad around this area. And usually by this time, yeah, that's, you know, when the foundation starts to show its signs of wear, but it's just barely starting to on my chin. And that's where all the water was hitting me mainly. So I'm impressed. This day one wear test just by itself,
actually turned out pretty good, and I don't know why I was expecting something maybe a little different, a different outcome, but I am very pleasantly surprised. I am so anxious to wear this for you guys for 10 hours tomorrow with the rest of my makeup.
All right, guys, so this is day 2 of me trying out this new Morphe Filter Effect Soft Focus Foundation. And I am going to be wearing a primer today, and I'm going to go in with the new one from Physicians Formula, and this is the Butter Believe It Putty Primer. And this is what it looks like there. All right, so yesterday I went in with Filter Light 3. So I'm going to be using that one. And then I'm also going to use the next lightest shade that I got, which was Filter Medium. I don't know how dark that one's going to be, but we can see. We're going to make this work today. So this is Filter Medium 11. And I'm just going to get a little bit, and I'm going to... Oh yeah, you can definitely see that is probably going to be a little too dark, but then if I mix it, we might be able to create something with that. And then I wanted to try using my fingers. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to be dipping back and forth between the two. Well, let's see. I'm going to do, this is the darker shade. I want to see how it goes on with just my fingers. Then I'm going to apply a little bit of the lighter shade. Do that in through here. All right, so I'm going to blend. Those two colors mix really well together. But I'm not liking this applied with my fingers. I am definitely, yeah, it's a little streaky with just the fingers. Let me get my damp beauty blender to start patting that out. Kind of had a feeling I wasn't going to like it like that, but just wanted to try it for you guys. I definitely like mixing these shades. I actually like to mix foundation shades together. All right, so that went on really, really nicely over the primer. I'm going to do the other side, and I'm just going to use the Beauty Blender to blend that out with. Same procedure, just mixing the two shades together. All right, so that's how it's looking. I built it up just a little bit right in here. I'm sure you guys saw me add those 2 extra dots, and I think it looks really pretty. Now for concealer, I'm going to go in with the new one from The Ordinary, and this is our high coverage concealer, and in this one, I'm using the shade 1.2N. I'm only going to keep the concealer under my eye area. I'm not going to put it on the rest of the foundation just because I want it to really see and wear properly without adding more, coverage to it or whatnot. But I am going to set my face, and for that, I'm going to go in with the Nakia Joy Cosmetics Velvet Loose Finishing Powder. Now I'm going to go in with a little bit of Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. All right, so this is what the face is looking like. Kind of wish I hadn't added the powder out here, but I know I'm probably going to need it. but I did like the way it looked before powder versus with the powder out here. I don't know, it just took away that little dewy effect, that natural glow effect that the foundation was giving, but that will come back in a couple hours, I'm sure. But I am going to continue on with the rest of my makeup off camera, and of course I will do my midday check-in, and then I will give you the final review and check-in of this new Morphe Filter Effect Soft Blurring Foundation. At the end of the day, we're going 10 hours today, so I will see you guys a little bit later.
Hey guys, this is my 6-hour check-in with this new Morphe foundation. Day 2, 6 hours. This is what we're looking like. So far, so good. I want to tell you guys that I've spent like half of the day outside. I barbecued for lunch, and I've been actually working up a little bit of a sweat here in my beauty room. I'm putting together another shelf that I bought and just cleaning up, doing things around the house. But I am so far really impressed with the way this foundation is wearing. And today when it launched on Ulta, I was reading up on it, and it did say that it was waterproof. So we tested that yesterday with me being in the jacuzzi for a few hours, and it didn't come off. And this is mainly where the water had splashed me, and it was fine, guys. So this new one is wearing really well, hasn't, you know, settled into fine lines, hasn't accentuated any pores. I definitely see the pore blurring effect. Like, it says that it provides like a filter effect, and I can honestly say, guys, I can see that. And I don't say that with a lot of foundations, but with this one, it seems to be holding true to all of its claims, and I'm just really impressed. It wore nice yesterday on its own. It's wearing equally as well today with the rest of my makeup, minus my eyes. Haven't had a chance to do my eye makeup, but I did go ahead and add blush and bronzer and highlight, and so far so good. I am going to be really anxious to see what this looks like in a few more hours. We're doing a 10-hour wear test today, and I will be back a little bit later to give you guys my final thoughts and review of the new Morphe Filter Effect foundation. Ugh, we'll get it right at the end, guys. I'll see y'all in a bit. All right, guys, 10 hours later, 2 days and 10 hours later, and I'm ready to give you guys my final thoughts on this new Morphe foundation. It is the Filter Effect Soft Focus Foundation with medium to full coverage. It launched today on the Ulta Beauty website for $20, and this is what my skin is looking like. Fantastic. I love this new Morphe foundation. I don't know why I was expecting not to love it so much, but this is a really pretty foundation. I don't know that it gets to full coverage. You can build it up. It is absolutely buildable. It might just be bordering on full coverage for me and for my coverage preference, especially like in this area right here. Although I did like the way it built up better today than it did yesterday, but yesterday I was mixing a couple different shades. I thought by itself it performed excellent. Yesterday, being outdoors, being in the jacuzzi, getting to test that sweat-proof and waterproof claim that this foundation has, I absolutely think it lives up to it. Unfortunately, I didn't get to wear a mask when I was trying it yesterday or today, but like I told you guys yesterday, don't be too hard on your foundations. It's inevitable. They are gonna rub off. And for me, there's always just rub off here on my nose and on my chin. No matter what foundation I wear, guys, just, you know, powder it down, do the best you can. But at the end of the day, very few, if any, foundations are really going to be transfer proof. I have to say, this has the hyaluronic acid, it has the vitamin E. I'm a normal to oily skin type, and I'm not excessively oily. I'm actually not even oily. I haven't touched up. I haven't blot all day long. I've been working in and outdoors. This is how my skin looks. I think it looks pretty great. It does provide that like blurring, that kind of like a light filtered effect. I don't know what it is. It looked really pretty on my skin yesterday and today. It mixed well with the products that I paired it with today. It didn't settle into any fine lines. I don't feel like it accentuated my pores, texture, anything like that. It did a good job, and it's a lightweight formula, which I really enjoy, and I think that worked out really well for my normal to oily skin type. I am 38 years old. I don't remember if I mentioned that, gave you the deets on myself at the beginning of the video, but for those of you who are just watching me for the first time, hi, welcome. But I am 38 years old, normal to oily skin, oily mainly in my T-zone. I love the way this foundation worked. I think for 20 bucks, it is absolutely worth adding to your stash. I know I'm going to be purchasing my full-size bottle, but I was so fortunate to get this little deluxe sample card. And guys, I apologize. Like, I could have done this video like days ago. I just had no idea this was sitting there on my dining room table. But if you're in the market for a new foundation and you want something that's lightweight, but still gonna give you some good coverage and last throughout the day, this is after 10 hours of wear with no touch-ups, I think it did a great job. The only place, and I say this after every single foundation review, right around here, it is showing signs of wear, but not bad. Not bad at all. I mean, it's just like right in here, we're starting to like break up a little bit and ever so slightly on my chin, but I've had foundations that do much worse. This is not bad at all. This is definitely worth checking out. I feel like this foundation is what that Sephora Best Skin Ever foundation was trying to be but couldn't. So if you were on the fence, if you were wondering, whether you should pick up that foundation or which foundation, out there is good, you guys know I've reviewed so many, but I think between those two, seeing as how they're like makeup store brands, I would definitely give it to the Morphe, like hands down, 10 times down. That Sephora one did not work for me at all. This one wore beautifully on my skin. Love it. Absolutely love it. So guys, with 40 different shades, you're definitely going to be able to find something that best suits your skin tone. So I'm so excited. I'm so glad I got this sample card, and I'm so glad that you guys tuned in and watched this video. Leave me your comments down below. What did you think of the foundation? I'm sure you guys have seen it all over social media because it launched this morning on the Ulta Beauty website. And what are your thoughts? Like, what do you think about the foundation? Is it something that you're going to try out? Are you going to skip it? Leave it all in the comments down below. I want to thank you guys so much for watching another one of my videos. You all have a great day or night, wherever it is you all are at. Stay hydrated, guys. Drink your water. Here is mine. And I will see you all very soon. Bye.